Hello, everyone. Welcome to Millennial Movie Talk. It's a 3 people show tonight out of the 5 we got. Bit of a vibe. It will only ever be a max 4 now, really, because Chris is gone. It is Chris's birthday.
Yeah, this was supposed to be Chris's last episode, but yes, it's also his birthday today.
His
Happy birthday, Christian.
So happy birthday, Christian.
Celebrating with the migraine.
Celebrating with the migraine. That's a sick song. I'm gonna get AI to do that one. All right. Anyway, so I'm here with Steph. I'm Alex, by the way, and that's Steph, and that's Michael.
Hello.
I gotta ask Michael. I've noticed that this has been a prominent thing in your life since your birthday. I reckon you got a Yeti bottle for your birthday.
I did.
I've seen that.
Oh, has it become your emotional support companion?
No, it's just a water bottle that I'm drinking out of.
But does it come with you everywhere?
Not everywhere.
Does it fit real nice in the crook of your elbow when you're like walking around like a little baby?
No.
Little baby Michael.
I don't know.
I mean, if we're gonna
That's
get
how it always
specific, I
starts.
technically got 2 for my birthday.
I'm just a little.
Oh, money bags. Oh,
Ew. Did you see that one that was see-through?
yeah.
Yeah,
that
it's a plastic one.
I got 2. Do you want to go get my 2?
Go for it. No one's stopping you.
Oh, it's so far away.
I got the
You're
Frank
stopping
Green.
yourself.
I got one.
Frank Green is so overrated, I just have to say.
Here's one.
Love
Maybe
see
I
it.
need to get a Yeti. Jump on the
And I've got a
bandwagon.
massive 2-liter red one.
Don't take that one everywhere with you everywhere.
That one, do you know what that one's the best for? At night. Because I drink 2 liters of water from the time I go to bed to the time I wake up in the morning. So that one's the best, just to fill that up before bed.
Yeah.
Now, are we prudes on tap water? Do we drink tap water or we have to have filtered?
I mean, my tap is filtered. I don't drink just tap water because
I don't give a shit.
I have a
it's
2-story
not
house.
good for you. It's not good for you.
I have a 2-story house. If it's 11 o'clock at night, I'm drinking tap water.
Did you not hear that report that came out in the news just a couple of weeks ago about Adelaide specifically?
Michael, do you know what the best thing is? Is
What?
is in winter when the pipes are really cold and the water's really cold. But in summer the pipes are warm, so you get warm water.
Yeah.
I will say, if I've had a big night and I wake up in the morning and I'm like thirsty, I will just go straight to the bathroom and I will grab the tap water. But there was something that came out in the news a couple of weeks ago about Adelaide saying that apparently there's a certain chemical that's found in all water, but there are traceable limits of it. In the US, they allow like a certain amount to be consumable. It causes cancer. It's carcinogen. In Adelaide specifically, somehow we've been allowing over 10 times the allowable limit that the United States is letting us in our drinking water.
Oh, well, then I'm just
now
going to get
they're
cancer.
trying to
That's
fix
fine.
it. Huh?
That's fine. I'll get cancer. It's too late for me. I've been doing it for years.
It's done and dusted.
It's like what? If I've got it, I've got it.
Well, just try and you've got filtered. Is that not filtered water? You've got the filtered water as well. You can.
Not upstairs in the bathroom.
No, not upstairs.
But I'm not walking downstairs at 2 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning.
that's fair enough. Oh, then bring up a bottle of filtered water with you in the night.
That's
And
what
then
the
it's
2 little
there
bottles
for you.
for.
I drink
That's
2
exactly
liters
right.
of water a night. And then I probably still go back and fill it up again.
I think you need to maybe suss your kidneys or something because that sounds like a lot of water to be
Oh,
drinking
I
in a
just get
day.
really
4 liters,
thirsty.
4 liters of water a day.
Yeah, isn't that enough?
Yeah. They usually recommend no more than 3 liters a day.
What the fuck? Who said that? I drink one of these at work, and this is 1 point something.
Mine's 1. I'm fairly sure.
I try to drink
Hold up.
between 2 and 3 liters every day, but
That
any
looks
more
the
than
same.
that,
We look
and
like
they
we
say
got the
it's
same.
like they say your pee should never be clear. It always needs to have just a tinge of yellow.
What's wrong with it
Otherwise,
being clear?
it's water intoxication, is what it's called technically.
Mhm.
Intoxication.
What a great movie podcast we run here.
Intoxication.
You know, PSA, it's a health thing. You know,
Hey guys, don't drink too much water.
Don't drink piss.
I've also don't drink piss.
Or if you need to drink piss, drink your piss. There's some situations where you might need to drink your piss, but then they're okay.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
anyway,
maybe some people are into that as well. Some people are a bit into that, but we're not here to kink shame. We're not here to.
No, we don't kink shake, never.
No.
Anyway, so drinking piss is bad unless you have to. We'll put a bullet point in that. We'll pin
Okay.
through that one for now.
So we are a film podcast. So let's. I haven't actually watched anything, so that's
beautiful.
me
That's a
done.
good start.
That's a great start. I watched a new movie. New movie came out in theaters. I went to go see it.
What did you see?
It's called Alien Romulus.
Oh yeah.
This is the new Alien film that I'm sure we all want to go see. Sure, it made a lot of money.
Oh, I'm sure.
It made 100 mil in its opening weekend, which is good for an R-rated horror film.
Was it scary?
It was a little bit scary, you know. I think there's a part that might make Michael jump, maybe 2 parts.
Max
You mean the whole thing? There is one thing that will make me jump. It's called the entire movie. So.
Well, here's the thing. I think I've trained Michael to actually watch a horror film. I think Michael's now not. I feel like Michael's not a bitch anymore.
I'm not as good. I'm not going to willingly seek it out, but I'm not as bad as.
But if you're with a group of friends that are like, "Let's watch a horror film," you're not going to be like, "No."
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm going to be outvoted anyway, but I'm not going to crack a hissy fit. But
that doesn't really happen anymore. We don't get together and watch movies as a group.
We got to plan the Scream time scary movie watch.
Do you know what it is? It's because none of us have our own houses yet.
Yeah.
So Alien Romulus. This is directed by Fede Alvarez. He directed the Evil Dead remake that came out in 2013, and he also directed.
That was scary.
And he also directed Don't Breathe. Which was the one with the blind man.
And the turkey baster.
The turkey baster.
I haven't seen that one.
I never saw the second one. I never watched Don't Breathe.
Me neither.
I don't think he directed it, but I think he might have had some part or producer or whatever. Anywho, so this is set in between Alien and Aliens. So it's right in the middle of the 2 best Alien films. It's about a group of youths that decide to basically they find an abandoned ship in orbit, and they've got stuff like let's jump aboard of it and like basically pick out its scraps and find value.
Wait, hold on. So how come people are just in space though? Is this like the future? Is it just the sci-fi
future.
world?
It's like 2000. Yeah.
Okay, right. I was
like 2,100.
Curious as to how a bunch of teens found themselves in orbit.
They're not really teens. They're like 20-year-old. Yeah, like young.
Are they scavengers?
Young adults.
Yeah. So what they do is they all live on this mining planet where they're told if they do a certain amount of work, they will earn transfer papers. But they've noticed that, and they're here because their parents were there and they were born into it, and they're told if they do this many units of service, then they'll be free to go aboard. And we find out
bit of a pyramid scheme, eh?
Yeah, we find out in the first scene of the film that what this person goes up to and goes, "I've done my time, like give me my papers," and then the lady at the thing goes, "Oh, it turns out they've just increased the threshold, so now you got to do basically what you did again." And then so basically prompts our main character and her brother to go fuck this, like, and then when someone from her past comes to her and goes, "Hey, we got this plan to get these resources from this ship that's been abandoned and just in orbit," so they board that ship, and then that's when they find alien things such as your face crawlers, your eggs, and your xenomorphs, as we like to call them, the alien from Alien. Really effective movie. Probably it's the best sequel, like the 3rd best one after Alien and Aliens. Obviously, the first Alien's one of the greatest horror films ever made. The second Aliens is one of the best action films ever made. And
is the second one rated higher than the first one?
Might be. I personally think the first one's a better film, but the second one's much more entertaining.
First one's the one with the iconic the baby, the stomach.
Steph all got that.
Oh, do they?
The iconic one,
but like
on
the first one's they do it in this one, and so basically one thing that works really well in this is that he kind of takes Alien and Alien, so one's more horror, one's more action, and he blends them in this one.
Okay,
cool.
So it's got a lot of horror elements into it, especially the first kind of part where they're kind of going around the ship and basically discovering what the fuck's gone wrong in the ship. And one thing that really worked well is that this director went back to pretty much all practical. Like practical aliens, practical chest bursting scenes. There's only one part of the film that isn't it's not a perfect film. Because there's 2 parts of the film that feel like studio interference, we'll call it, where it's like, because Disney own everyone now, they They kind of just went, well, we want these two things in it, and like they have to be in it, and fine. One of them's a really forced line, like a line that's famous in the other movies, and they say it, and it's extremely forced. The other's just a character, a model of a person who's died, and they're using him as a CGI deepfake on an Android. So it looks really bad. At some parts it looks good because this is a character that is throughout the whole film, and for a lot of it they appear on a little screen instead of actually physically there, which when it's on the screen it looks okay, but when it's in person it just looks awful. It's like, remember Tarkin in Rogue One? It's like that level where it's just like, this doesn't look right.
Okay.
It also just feels weird that we're doing this with people who have passed on. Like I understand when we do it to Mark Hamill to make him look younger.
Yeah. It does feel weird. There's a whole bunch. There's like issues of consent when it comes to that sort of stuff, and like I'm sure the family must have approved it. But
so overall, like really good movie. Third act's bonkers, third act's really fucking weird, and they do things that you've never seen in an Alien franchise, which is cool because we're getting we're late in the game, and they're giving us stuff we haven't seen. I enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 out of 5. Closer
4
to
out
a
of
3.
5. That's a pretty hefty score.
Closer to a 3.5 than a 4.5 though.
Fine. Yep.
So yeah, look, some of that is just nostalgia, but they do. There's actually a really cool tension-filled sequence that they did that's never been done in an Alien film before, which is amazing.
You think it benefits from a cinema watch as opposed to like a waiting for it to come on streaming?
I would say yes. If you want to go see it, go see it. It's a good time. And if you like just to see practical things in use, like people make films practically again, it's a good watch.
Did you watch anything else?
Shut up, Michael. Michael laughs every time I cough. Did I watch anything else? Oh, technically, yeah, I did go see. My dad wanted to go see Deadpool and Wolverine, so I went to go see that again. So
you fell asleep during it though, didn't you?
I had a little nap during Deadpool and Wolverine.
Now that doesn't speak to it very well. You were tired though, right?
It was a 10 o'clock session of the movie. All right, guys, leave me the flip alone.
Oh well, that's fair.
Does it hold up upon a second watch?
A third watch, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look, I'm so shocked, Steph.
It's good. Yeah. As soon as they get to what's called the void, it's where the movie really picks up.
Okay.
It makes the first part of it feel a bit slower because actually Hugh Jackman's not in that part at all. As soon as Hugh Jackman rocks up, like life is injected to the movie.
It's stride once Hugh Jackman's in it,
and he's really good in it. I keep being shocked every time I watch it how great Hugh Jackman is in it. He was pretty fucking good in Logan.
So Alex, you know a little bit about it. Michael, are you aware of the fact that Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively? Well, Blake Lively definitely. Ryan Reynolds is precariously close to being cancelled.
Is he?
Yeah. And it's all to do with the This Is Us film that Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively are both producing on. And
me and Gemma were talking about we were trying to figure out the drama yesterday when we were driving.
So, like, obviously the thing is that Ryan and Blake tried to take a lot of creative control over the film. They tried to change the whole premise of it to make it seem as though it's more of a rom-com than what it actually
away
is.
From domestic violence themes.
Yes, and even though they didn't end up getting that cut of the film, she's still sort of marketing it as that. Like, she literally told everyone, she's like, put on your florals, get your girlfriends, go out, have a good night.
She's marketing it really poorly. Not in the best of ways.
They're clearly trying to make it like a Barbenheimer situation because of the way that she's like in the middle of an interview, she will be like, "Oh my god, Deadpool and Wolverine is sold out!" Like, what the fuck? Like she's trying to come up with that whole dynamic, and on top of that, a lot of other information about her is coming out in the way that she was. Did you hear about the Norwegian? She was in an interview with some journalist from, I think, Norway or Sweden, and she was very heavily pregnant at the time. And the director was like, the journalist was like, "Oh, congrats on your little bump." And she immediately turns to her and she's like, who's not pregnant woman, goes, "Oh, well, congrats on your little bump. Like, congrats on your little bump." Like, and then turns out this journalist was actually infertile, and she caused this woman to quit journalism. So then it's come out Leighton Meester doesn't like her. People said that she was the hardest to work with on
Well,
Gossip
isn't
Girl.
she having a beef with Raphael from Jane the Virgin?
Perhaps. Oh, yes, that's Justin Baldoni, isn't it? That's the one who.
Yeah, that must be. I don't know his name, so
That's
I
the
only know
director
that.
of the film and the guy who plays her love interest in the movie, the abuser.
There,
He's the
yeah,
only
yeah.
one who is actually promoting this film as what it is. Like, he's going out of his way to, and he's also the director, and he's the one that fought to get that cut in. And she doesn't refer to him by name. She keeps saying like the director. She's not giving him any kind of credit in the film, which is like in the press, which is just really slack, I think. Like, as a woman, especially. And then, like, it even, like, things like her and Ryan Reynolds got married on a plantation. You know, it's just things like that makes you realize that maybe these people aren't as good as, maybe we've kind of been blinded by their charm a little bit of, like, by their little cutesy sort of front that they've been putting up.
Money.
Yeah. So that's the drama with It Ends With Us. I've not seen it yet. I actually don't think it's going to be very good, regardless.
I don't really care about seeing that movie.
No, not at all.
I read the books and I didn't like them, so.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my contribution, because I haven't watched anything. So that's my contribution to the show.
I watched The Quiet Place Part 1. Day 1. I don't think I've
Day
seen
one?
that on the show.
What was that like?
It's okay.
It's a bit average, isn't it?
Like, it'd be better if it wasn't a Quiet Place movie. Like, I don't know, I thought all the Quiet Place stuff was pretty shit in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the story, I really like that the story is just a lady main character, she's dying of cancer. She's like, any day's her day.
Yeah.
And so all this shit goes down and everyone's escaping for their lives. And she's kind of just like, well, I'm going to die in a day or two. I'm not going to run for my life. I'm just going to go get a slice of pizza in Manhattan because that's what I want to do with the time I got left. She wants to go enjoy a slice of pizza that she would have got with her dad when she was a young girl. So she wants to do. I really liked that motivation for her. I thought that was cool. I just thought that in terms of the actual movie, they did fuck all with it.
I think it was just a bit lazy, the movie, in general.
Does it feel like they literally just slapped on A Quiet Place onto it just so it would sell?
I just think that they used a lot of different plot device. Like, a lot of things were just there to move the plot along.
The cat was such a plot device. I wanted that cat to die. I wanted that cat to die straight away. I don't like cats too, which doesn't help.
But also, even the things though, like when it's raining, they're able to like talk, and I think she even screams at one point when like in time of the thunder or something like that. These people, these monsters, the thing is that they can hear extraordinarily well, and we know that the rain fucks it up, but like it just felt a little bit lazy. It just felt like it was.
Well, they didn't do anything new with the movie. Like everything that the creatures that were about the creatures and that we've seen before.
Yeah,
and we even seen them land and wreak havoc before. Like the only thing new was seeing it in such a populated area. That was the only thing new they did with it. I thought Joseph Quinn was
also
good.
That bar was. He was good.
That bar was too clean.
The bar was untouched.
Yeah.
Untouched. That was just a bit slack too, I think.
So I thought Joseph Quinn was good. I liked the characters. I liked him and her, and I liked their relationship. But everything other than that was pretty half baked.
Yeah, I agree.
So disappointing is.
Yeah, but we're going to get another one, aren't we? Because part 2 left it on a cliffhanger, didn't they? Because they ended up getting a monster onto that little island thing.
Well, that's how. Yeah. No. How did part 2 end? No, part 2 ends with her killing the monster. In the radio station.
But that's right. Yeah. So that's not the. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So are they making a part 3?
I don't know. I reckon they will, because these movies make mad money.
Did Day 1 make money?
Or not this? I don't know.
I honestly didn't hear too many people talking about this.
Doesn't have the pull though of Cillian Murphy and
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt. Yeah.
That's the thing. This one.
Did John Krasinski have anything to do with this one at all?
I think he wrote it.
Oh, okay.
Don't think he directed it. I think he had part in writing. It probably had story credit, which means really fuck all. Made $261 million worldwide. So not great, but more than more than Furiosa.
Really?
Oh yeah, do you know Furiosa made next to nothing?
I
Did
still
not
need
know
to
that.
see Fury. Watch
Furiosa made $172 million worldwide.
Shit.
Shit.
Worldwide.
Off of
Good
a
stuff.
budget. What budget did that have?
A bit. I don't have the budget here. Twisters made 300 mil. Which they seem low when you put a movie like Deadpool Wolverine, which made $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I think just movies are fun. We can like movies, but Godzilla times Kong, New Empire made $567 million worldwide. So, what are we really doing? Where are we allocating our money to movies, people? Come on. Twisters was great. It should have made more money than Bad Boys Ride or Die. But alas, here we are. It ends with Us has already made more money than The Fall Guy. That's sad. That makes me sad. I like The Fall Guy. I thought
It's got a lot of book fans. A lot of book fans are going to watch this movie.
I've seen a lot of people people just posting about going to see it.
I'm not going to go see it. It made 4. Yeah. It's also got like how many more people do you reckon are seeing it just because of Deadpool and Wolverine too?
Yeah, that'd be a fair shout too.
The book was quite huge.
The book was massive.
Yeah.
Have you seen the memes though that are like, if other movies were marketed the same as this one, and it's like people saying like Schindler's List, put on your red coats, get your best mates, run to the film.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck. That's funny. Imagine the zone of interest, Steph. Go on.
Oh god.
Put on your striped pajamas. Get out there.
Oh.
Get out there.
Exactly.
Speaking of Alien, I also watched Prometheus this week. Has anyone here seen Prometheus?
Yeah.
It's not good. It's an Alien prequel, Steph.
I got dragged to it in high school.
Yeah, it's not good.
You can imagine how I took it.
It's got some cool ideas, but really weak execution.
Mm-hmm.
All I remember from it is the engineers, the nice big white painted
big white men,
and then I'm fairly sure it's whoever the protagonist was running away from like the ship as it's like rolling like a fucking giant.
Oh yes,
donut.
the Prometheus school of running away from things. So they've got this big long ship, Steph, upright. It's a circle. It's rolling towards them like this, and instead of running in either direction, they run straight. The direction is rolling.
Oh.
So yeah, that's one of the biggest issues with the film, Mike. It's everyone in the film's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that is true.
All these people are meant to be like the best, like the most well-renowned scientists and the top of their field, going on this space exploration mission, and they get to the new planet and they get in there and they go, oh my god, our sensors say the air's breathable. We'll just take our helmets off. So they take their helmets off and just like there could be anything in that air, any kind of pathogens or whatever.
Yeah, just because breathable, mate, doesn't make it safe.
Yeah. They all every character take their helmet off.
All of them.
And then
at the same time. Good on them.
These two guys get stuck in a room, and they find their first piece of alien life, which is this snake-looking creature that picks his head up out of water and looks at them. And immediately, the guy who was meant to be there to like a scientist goes to touch it, and it kills them both. Like he goes to touch it, the thing's hissing at him like a snake, and it's. They're dumb in the movie. It's got a wild cast though. It's like Naomi Rapace.
Fassbender in it?
Yeah, Fassbender, Naomi Rapace, Idris Elba, Charlize Theron, Logan Marshall Green, Guy Pearce.
That's a big cast.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, but the movie's just not it. So yeah. That, and I started watching Dexter. So.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes. That's what I've watched, other than...
Michael, do you have anything that you've watched?
The other weekend, me and Gemma watched Challenges, finally.
Oh, yeah?
What did you think?
We love Challenges.
See, I really liked it. I don't think Gemma did.
Why?
Because she definitely just thought it was a Zendaya girl boss movie about tennis.
Wait, she thought that and like was disappointed that it wasn't that, or she thought that and didn't like it because it was that?
Because it wasn't. Because
Oh.
she thought it was just like Zendaya playing tennis and like
She thought it was going to be Zendaya
Yeah.
killing him on the field. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so. I don't
But you
really.
can't
I
dock a
think
movie
all she
because
knew
it's
about
not-
it was it's a tennis film. It's got Zendaya, and I think that's the extent of what she actually knew as well. So
To be fair, the way it was marketed, I thought that it was a movie about Zendaya's rise through the tennis world.
yes, I think I think that's what she thought. I quite enjoyed
But
it. I
isn't it-
loved
isn't
the
it so much
absolutely
better?
bizarre soundtrack.
Are you team Mike Feist or team Josh O'Connor?
You like art?
Patrick Zweig or Art?
Do you like art or Patrick?
Don't tell him who you like, Alex, and don't tell him who I like. And then see if you can guess.
I respect the cockiness of Patrick. I gotta love it.
So you're team
Thank
Patrick?
you, Michael. That is the
Fuck
correct
you,
decision.
Michael. Fuck you.
That's the
Michael.
correct decision.
Art
Are you
deserves-
team art?
Oh, all the way. He's such a little.
Josh O'Connor, man.
He's such a little schemer.
Patrick
love him.
Zweig is the best.
Oh, you do have to love him. Just worming his way into Zendaya's pants.
Oh, he's the king. King Worm.
To be fair, I wasn't expecting her to be like, what's that, like manipulating the whole
she's
the whole situation.
she's a
But
dog.
I didn't expect her to be a dog. And you just gotta, it threw me, but I just love the fucking ending. They just like fucking hug. They just,
The ending tennis match is one
They,
of
like,
my
embrace.
is my favorite scene of any film this
I
year.
do,
Oh, when
I
it goes
do really
POV?
like. Yes, that was wicked. It had some wicked shots throughout it.
Yeah,
But
with
I
like the
quite-
mirroring of the
Yeah.
court as well.
I
Under the
quite
court.
enjoyed the fact that it was jumping. Like I quite liked the back and forth in the whole thing. Like
See-
you'd get a bit of the match, you'd get a bit of the history, you get a bit of the match.
My favorite.
Did you call the bit where he does the tennis ball at the end? Did you know that was going to be a callback? Because I saw it coming. Alex didn't see it coming.
When he puts the ball on
when I
the
first saw
racket
it.
to hint to him that I had
Alex
sex with her,
didn't see it
I
coming.
called it from a mile away. We're watching that
Okay, good.
We're watching the last scene. Every time he goes to serve, I turned to Gemma. I was like, "He's about to do the racket thing. He's gonna do that.
clapped.
He's doing the callback. He's gonna tell her he
when
has
For
that
sex
you
with
and
her."
me,
happened-
for you and me, it wasn't a big shock. For Alex, it was shock of the century.
No, for me, I was just like, this is how you make a movie. Like when he
Oh.
does that, I was just like, this is a movie.
It's
like,
fantastic because it's such a great callback.
I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'm just gonna. It's
I fucking love it. It's my favorite movie of the year.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you remember when you took me to see it, Alex? And I was like on the edge of my seat, leaning forward, like mouth open. I was.
it is incredible. It is my favorite movie of the year.
Luca Guadagnino, he's a man.
I saw it and I just went, this is how you make a movie. I just went, that ending, man, with the bull, and it's just like, and Art's reaction to that, yeah, it was like, he can serve, and it's just like,
Yeah.
and just so he can get that match point, so that they can fucking have a go to a tiebreaker. And
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
favorite shot of the film, I love their argument in the parked car when it's like all the wind and shit, and the red light of the reverse lights or whatever, like the car lights, are shining on them as they're having their argument. It's like it's that's cinema.
Yes,
It is
we love challenges.
like I that movie is a good movie.
It was a great movie.
Yeah.
Glad
Fuck you
you
guys,
liked it.
Team Art. Art's great.
Other than that, I have completely rewatched Cobra Kai so I can watch the new stuff. So I'm up to watching the new season now. I finished the end of season 5.
Did you find that it kind of drops off after Netflix bought it?
What point did
when they
Netflix buy it?
Season 3 onwards.
I agree.
I mean, yeah, but I also see where you come from in liking Terry Silver.
I love Terry Silver. Yeah.
He's a great villain.
Oh, he's such a cunt.
It's great.
Who's Terry Silver?
When did you stop watching Cobra Kai?
I stopped. Oh, I don't even remember. Let me check my Netflix account.
Because he's the
when
villain
the last
in
episode I
seasons
watched was.
4 and 5.
I feel like maybe I've seen season 4. maybe.
Yeah, you didn't like. You only get like little bits of him in season 4. That season 5, he's just great psycho.
Well, what they
Oh,
basically
it's
do,
Cobra
season
Kai.
5, they just go, we're getting everyone back, and they get the villain from Karate Kid 3 back. They get
I really like Robbie.
Robbie goes on a journey, Steph. Robbie becomes
This whole show is Robbie going on a journey.
Oh, so I've seen season 4. I've not seen season 5.
Robbie becomes a Cobra Kai. Robbie, yeah.
Well, that's season 4. He becomes Cobra.
Yeah. It's, when I do miss it when Johnny stops being Cobra Kai and goes to Eagle Fang, because I really like Johnny and Cobra Kai. And,
I like them when they're working together.
Okay, but that's like the most annoying thing about the show is that anytime they give us them working together, it's amazing, and then they argue and they split it up, and it's just getting too repetitive now.
Yeah, it's literally every time, like, because early on in the show you get those great scenes, like you get the car, like in season 1 when they're testing the car and then go to the bar, and butt heads. But that's great because they realize they have the similarity.
And then season 2 when they go on the double date, like that too.
Yeah, like
they do that.
The early on ones is great,
and then
because you're not getting a heap of it.
And then
but
season
now they
3, they team up to find Robbie to go hunt down Robbie. That's all great. And then like at the end of season 3, you get that moment where they all come together. They play the Phil Collins song, and like.
In the air tonight.
Yeah, they play in the air tonight, and they come together, and it's awesome. And then it lasts for like an episode and a half in season 4.
That's
I've
seen season 4,
but yeah. So I liked season 6. They only did 5 episodes.
They're releasing it in what? 2 parts?
3. So they're doing 3 batches of 5.
Oh, okay.
So. Just forever waiting for more Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
But this is
I forgot how much I enjoyed the early seasons. Now
season 1 and 2 are the best. Season 1, 2, and 3.
I definitely agree. But there are some great moments in the like.
I love Terry Silver. Love him.
Because I remember you mentioning it ages ago, and I had only watched half of season 4. And then like as I'm watching season 4, I'm like, I don't see it. He's just sort of like there being like slightly butting heads with Kreese, and then like as I'm watching season 5, I'm like, oh, I know what Choppy's on about.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Wait, he's against Kreese.
So Kreese brings him in season 4 to help him because Terry Silver's like a billionaire.
I vaguely remember it. I vaguely remember this.
Like he just butts heads. Like Kreese tries to say one thing to the class, and then Silver would be like, "Oh, but it's about this."
So Terry Silver was the main bad guy in Karate Kid 3. Karate Kid Part 3. He was a billionaire guy who was done for just illegal disposing of toxic waste. It's very funny. It's what makes the third film a complete cartoon.
All right.
And then they brought him back in Cobra Kai. Kreese, they set up a backstory where him and Kreese served in Vietnam together, and Kreese calls him at the end of season 3, and then he joins Cobra Kai as like this. He acts like he's reformed and he just wants to help the students, but slowly over season 4. He just starts trying to take over the dojo from Kreese, which he eventually does do. Then season 5, we get full on evil cartoon Terry Silver. And it ends with a big fight at his mansion. But the end of season 5, where Kreese breaks out of prison, is very ridiculous. That's.
Yeah.
All
right. It sounds a bit ridiculous. Yeah.
It's the whole show is about like everybody in this show should be in jail by like the end of season 1.
Have you seen all the
these
memes?
Kids should be in juvie.
Have you seen the memes of like people on TikTok doing like other kids that aren't a part of karate in this Cobra Kai school? How we're like they're just sick of all the fighting, and everyone's just like, you can't sit here. This is Cobra Kai territory. He's like, dude, I'm just like, I'm just trying to.
I don't give a fuck.
And like. Yeah, they're like, you gotta pick a side. He goes, I just want to go to algebra, bro. It's just like, but yeah, no, Cobra Kai is good. And other than Dexter, which is good because I needed a new TV show, and I found a new TV show. Other than F-Boy Island, F-Boy Island is on and it's going strong.
Good for you, Alex.
Steph, you gotta watch it. It's peak television.
I can't. No, I haven't got time to get into a shitty reality show.
Should fall in love with them too easily.
Oh, Steph, it's the best. You please watch it.
If I have to see how I go, I can't make promises. I've
Like-
said I think for the last every few episodes I've been on, I'd be like, yeah, all right, I'll watch that for sure. I've said it to about 5 things every episode.
Yeah, but this
how
is
many things have
different.
I
This
watched?
is F-Boy Island. This isn't Doctor Who. Ugh.
I can have it on in the background. I can have it on in the background maybe.
Yeah, and like season 2, they brought back. They realized why people love season 1, and they brought that reason back, and they're doubling
Okay.
down on it. And it's just funny because one of the comedians that I watch went on it as a joke, and he's just in the background of every episode. You could tell that anything he did or said just didn't get put in the show because he was just taking the piss the whole time.
Ah,
So that's all I have to say about that.
that's all I have to say about that.
Any final thoughts from anyone of anything they watched, anything they did they want to bring up?
No.
I guess that's it.
I think that's it from me. I think after 2
It was-
weeks. No.
Yeah, I think we've done well, the 3 of us.
Thanks, Steph. Hooroo.
It's all right.
Oh, I can talk about WWE. Nah, I can't. I'm voting.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's good. We can stop. It's fine.
I'm Steph.
Haha, it's very funny. I do that. Well, thank you all for watching this this bit of a brief episode, but that's okay. Episode of Millennial Movie Talk. Check us out on everything we do on the socials down below. And yeah, thanks for watching. And I'm Alex.
I'm Michael.
I'm Steph.
We're out of here. Goodbye, you dogs.
Dog.
You dog.